So today we're going to start making our near space temperature sensors. We need the following components to do so. The first of which is our breadboard to complete our circuit, to make our circuit interface with the Arduino so we can ultimately read the temperature. To read the temperature we have this. It's a K-type thermocouple. As you see, we soldered it onto some ends here so it can easily be plugged into our breadboard. We are also going to utilize a capacitor. This is a 0.1 microfarad capacitor. As you see, the positive side is longer than the negative side is. We also have our MAX 6675 chip, which has been soldered to this breakout board. This chip is what allows us our cold junction point, so we're able to get a reference of where the temperature is. We also have our assorted sizes of jumper wire, 3 longer wires and 3 shorter wires. And last but not least, we have our Arduino, which we have plugged in via USB to the computer. And the Arduino is really the interface. We're able to load a program on there, and it runs and outputs the temperature data right to our computer so we can see it right on the screen. So we'll start with our MAX 6675 chip and be putting it onto our breadboard, which we'll put it on to act as a reference point. Now that that's in, we're going to take one of our short jumper wires. We will connect pin number 1 to the ground. We'll be connecting our thermocouple.
Yeah, this is
the red lead will go in pin 2, yellow pin 3. We're now adding our jumper wire to ground. Then going to be connecting our power supply to number 4. Now we're going to be connecting to pin number 7, our red wire. We will be connecting to pin number 5. We will be connecting our black wire to number 6.
Alright, so now we're going to power up our circuit to the Arduino. The way it works is the Arduino is connected to the computer, and it's able to supply a voltage of about 5 volts. So we're going to start off by connecting the power to the 5 volt source, and it's pretty obvious. It says 5 volts, and the ground to where it says ground, and it's got 2 pins here. Next, we're connecting the violet, black, and red pins to the part of the Arduino that communicates with the computer that reads the temperature. This goes to 13, red one is hooked up to 12, and then the black one is hooked up to 11. Just remember these colors. We're using the colors to basically make it easy for you to follow, but you don't have to have wires with these exact same colors. So, very briefly, the thermocouple, if you look at the very top of it, okay, it's basically two metals coming into contact at one point, and the way it works is it turns out that the different metals put out a different voltage when they're exposed to different temperatures, and the voltage difference is what this MAX chip takes and converts into a temperature difference when it communicates it to the Arduino. So now that everything is connected, once we run the Arduino, we should be able to get a temperature reading. And it's reading. Now notice the temperature. I don't know if it's clear in the screen. It says about 27-26 degrees Celsius, about 80-81 degrees Fahrenheit. Well, I can tell you it's definitely not that right now. It's we're lucky enough to have AC in this room. So the temperature we're told is around 22 degrees Celsius. So it's offset by about almost 5 degrees Celsius. This happens due to the wiring and because calibration is needed before you get things going. What we recommend is getting an ice bath, basically a bucket or a container of water with some ice in it. Let the ice stay there for a while so the water reaches a temperature of 0 degrees. Dip the thermocouple in, and whatever temperature it reaches after about 10 seconds, that will tell you that at that point it should reach 0 degrees Celsius, and if it doesn't, you should go back into the Arduino and take care of that offset, and which is basically you calibrating the program to get the right readings.